Do you prefer spending holidays with friends or with family?
Personally, I prefer spending holidays with my family. I don't get to see them often because of work and study commitments, so holidays are a great time to reconnect. Of course, traveling with friends is fun too, but with family, it feels more relaxing and emotionally fulfilling.
What kind of holiday accommodation do you like to stay in?
I usually go for a cozy hotel or a serviced apartment. I like having some comfort and basic amenities like Wi Fi, clean bedding, and room service. If I'm traveling with others, I sometimes prefer Airbnb style homes because they offer more space and flexibility.
What plans do you have for your next holiday?
I'm planning a short trip to the coast with a couple of friends. We've been talking about visiting a beach town that's a few hours away. We'll probably relax, try some seafood, and enjoy the sea breeze. Nothing too fancy, just a peaceful break.
Is your city or region a good place for other people to visit on holiday?
Yes, it is indeed a great place for people to visit on holidays. My city has a rich history, colorful street markets, and some beautiful parks. From my perspective, it offers a nice mix of cultural and modern experiences. The food scene is also fantastic, which I think tourists would really enjoy.
How interested are young people in your country in learning to drive?
Young people here are quite eager to learn how to drive. It's seen as a sign of independence and freedom. For many, getting a driver's license is one of their top priorities after turning 18. From what I've noticed, they often associate driving with being grown up and having more control over their daily routines. For example, commuting to university or taking weekend road trips becomes much easier once they can drive.
What are the differences between driving in the countryside and driving in the city?
Well, driving in the countryside is usually more peaceful. The roads are less crowded, the air is cleaner, and you can enjoy scenic views. On the other hand, city driving is much stressful. You have to deal with traffic jams, frequent stops, and aggressive drivers. For instance, in my city, rush hour traffic can double your travel time. In rural areas, that's rarely the case, unless there's a tractor blocking the road.
Do you consider most drivers where you live to be good drivers?
To be honest with you, it's a mixed bag. Some drivers follow the rules and drive cautiously, but many don't. Speeding, ignoring traffic signals, and using mobile phones while driving are still common problems. I think the lack of proper driver education and weak enforcement of traffic laws contribute to this. So while there are responsible drivers, there's definitely room for improvement overall.
How popular are electric cars in your country?
Electric cars are gaining popularity slowly but steadily in my country. At the moment, they're considered a luxury item because of the high cost. But more people are becoming environmentally conscious, and the government is offering some incentives. For example, some cities offer tax breaks or free parking for electric vehicle owners, which is encouraging urban drivers to consider switching.
In what ways could more people be persuaded to buy electric cars?
I think there are a few ways to make electric cars more appealing. First, the government could offer better subsidies or reduce import taxes. Second, we need more charging stations. That's a big concern for many drivers. Lastly, car companies could educate buyers about the long-term savings on fuel and maintenance. For example, one of my friends switched to an electric car and now spends almost nothing on fuel, which really adds up over time.
Do you think all cars will be electric one day?
I think it's very likely, especially given the global push to reduce carbon emissions. Many countries have already announced plans to ban petrol and diesel cars within the next couple of decades. That said, there are still challenges like battery disposal, grid capacity, and vehicle affordability. But technology is advancing quickly, so I wouldn't be surprised if most cars are electric in 20 or 30 years.
Have you traveled a lot by plane?
I wouldn't say I've traveled a lot by plane, but I've taken a few trips here and there. I've flown to Malaysia once and also to the northern part of my country for a holiday. Most of my travel is local, though, so I usually take trains or buses unless it's a long distance trip.
Why do you think some people enjoy traveling by plane?
Well, From my perspective, air travel feels fast, convenient, and exciting for many people. There's something about soaring above the clouds and reaching your destination in just a few hours that makes the whole experience appealing. Plus, for some, it's associated with business class service, in flight meals, and even a bit of glamour.
Would you like to live near an airport?
Honestly, I don't think so. Airports are great for convenience, but living nearby usually means dealing with a lot of noise and traffic. The constant sound of planes taking off and landing would drive me crazy after a while. I'd much prefer a quieter neighborhood, even if it's a bit farther away from the airport.
In the future, do you think that you will travel by plane more often?
I hope so. I'd love to explore more countries and new cultures, and air travel is the quickest way to do that. If my career allows me the flexibility and I can save up some money, I definitely take more international flights in the future. Traveling opens your mind in amazing ways.
What kind of school prizes do children in your country receive?
In my country, school children typically receive prizes like certificates, medals, trophies, and sometimes even books or school supplies for academic excellence. Some schools also offer recognition for good behavior, sports achievements, and attendance. From what I've seen, annual award ceremonies are common, and they help motivate students to do their best in both academics and extracurricular activities.
Do you think there are advantages of rewarding school children for good work?
There's no doubt that rewards can be a powerful motivator for children. When students are recognized for their efforts, they feel valued and encouraged to continue performing well. It also sets a positive example for others. For instance, I remember one classmate who won a science fair prize, and after that, many of us got inspired to participate the following year, so it creates a ripple effect of motivation.
Do you agree that it's more important for children to receive rewards from their parents than from teachers?
That's an interesting question. I think both are important, but rewards from parents tend to feel more personal and emotionally meaningful. When a parent acknowledges a child's effort, it builds a strong bond and boosts the child's self-esteem. On the other hand, recognition from teachers carries academic value and validates their performance publicly. Ideally, a balance between the two is best. One provides emotional encouragement, while the other promotes social recognition.
Do you think that some sports people, for example, top footballers, are paid too much money?
To be honest with you, yes. In many cases, top athletes earn far more than professionals in fields like education or medicine. But at the same time, I understand that sports is a huge entertainment industry, and athletes often have short careers. Their salaries are tied to ticket sales, sponsorships, and global TV rights. Still, the gap between what they earn and what other essential workers get paid does raise eyebrows.
Should everyone on a team get the same prize money when they win?
Generally speaking, I think prize money should be distributed fairly across the team. Every member contributes in some way, whether they're the captain or a substitute player. That said, I do believe bonuses or small extra rewards can be given to those who's made significant contributions. For example, if a player scores the winning goal in a final, a special mention or extra prize might be fair. But equal base rewards maintain unity and prevent jealousy among teammates.
Do you agree that in sport, taking part is more important than winning?
I completely agree with that idea, especially when it comes to school or amateur sports. Participating in sport teaches teamwork, discipline, and resilience. Winning is great, of course, but the real value comes from the experience itself. I remember joining a district-level badminton match and losing in the semifinals, but the experience helped me grow in confidence and skill. So yes, participating leaves a lasting impact, even more than winning sometimes.